Hello guys, in this video I will explain you difference between reduce by key and reduce. The topic is reduce reduce versus reduce by key. Okay, this is that our topic. Now what is reduce and what is reduce by key? So reduce is a action. Reduce is a action and reduce by key is a wide transformation. And this is a very important question. Interviewer can ask you, what is the difference between reduce and reduce by key? So when you call a transformation on a RDD, you get a resultant RDD. So if you call this reduce by key on a RDD, you will get on resultant RDD. But if you call reduce action on a RDD, you will get a local variable. So here you will get a local variable because this is the action and this is our transformation. Here you will get one new RDT, okay, new resultant RDT, new RDT. That is the basic difference in this case. So in this case, this is the basic difference. Now, one thing you have to remember, where reduce by key works. Reduce by key works on top of RDD. Reduce by key works on top of RDD and RDD on top of RDD. But what kind of RDD? If that RDD contains tuple like key value pair, or you can say that the reduce by key works on pair RDD means if that RDD contains key value pair like hello comma 1, otherwise like uh, Maya, any name comma 1, TV comma something like this. If that RDD contains some key value pair like a tuple, that time you can use this reduce by key. Now we'll come into reduce. Reduce is the action. I already told you reduce is the action, and you have to think why. So reduce is a action, and you have to think why Spark developer introduce reduce. I hope you know what is reduce by key do. So if we apply reduce by key on top of any on RDD on pair RDD, like if that pair RDD have data like hello comma 1, Maya comma 1, so reduce by key try to sum that, like reduce by key will try to aggregate value of same key. Then output of after applying the reduce by key, output will be Maya comma 2 and hello comma 1, like this. It will try to aggregate on same key, so same key value. But you have to ask that this question: why Spark developer? We have reduced by key, but why Spark developer introduce reduce? What is the necessary? They introduce reduce. Think why they introduce this reduce action. So reduce give you a single output. Okay. So reduce give you reduce reduce gives you single output which is very small. Okay, so when you are applying this reduce action, you will get one output and it will store into some variable. Okay, it will store into the disk. So when you will use reduce, when you know after this you are not doing anything, so you will use reduce at the end of your code to get some output, get some small output, and you don't want to distribute that data among the cluster. So when you apply, you will get one small value, and it will store into a local variable. Not it will not, so Spark will not distribute that value. So, but if you use reduce by key, so think you use reduce by key on top of your RTD, and you are getting like you are getting value comma 2, high comma 3, hey comma 4. So you will get you will get a lot of value like this. So after using reduce by key, you are getting this type of value. Maybe after, so this data will be huge. This data can be huge. There are multiple key value pair here. Okay, so those data can be distributed among the cluster. So after getting the output, after applying the reduce by key, you will get some output like this, and this output will be also distributed among the cluster, because this value can be huge, and upon of this RDD of this data, we can use another operation, another transformation. So that's why it is necessary to distribute our this data in among in other in the cluster, so that we can achieve parallelism. But in case of reduce, this is the action. We don't want to. Um, so let's think we have a data like this. Okay, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have data like this, and on top of this is on RDD, and on top of this is RDD, we are applying reduce by key. So RDD dot reduce. Okay, reduce x comma y, lambda x comma y, then x plus y. What will do? It will try to sum everything, and it will try to give one output. Let's think 50. So this 50 is on output. We don't have to distribute this value among the cluster. So Spark will store this value in a local variable. That's why we need a reduce action, where we don't want to distribute our data among the cluster. Okay. So that is the main thing they introduce reduce and reduce by key. Reduce by key is a transformation, reduce is a action. Okay, now I'll show you the practical example. If we go to this PySpark code, you can see that same code what I show you in the previous videos. So here this is our data set, and we are doing sc.parallelize. We are trying to distribute the data among the cluster. Then we are a map function. Then we are using reduce by key. Reduce by key. Then we are using reduce by key, and then try to use that action operation. Then try to print it. So what will be output? We rerun this. This is my output. There can be many output, like in this thing we have a 1 TB data, and we are trying to find a word count from there, and there is a many key. So so one error warning info that, like this you can get many logs. Like uh, in the dataset we have a one category name, movie category, like see fantasy. So it will say inside the fantasy category we have a 1000 movie. Like this we can get a lot of output here, and on top of that output we can use another transformation. So that's why we want this type of data inside our cluster, not variable. That's why we are using reduce by key. And now if I show you the reduce, so we can use it. Let me clear that I have to write the code. This thing, have a list. First we will go to PySpark and I will show you the reduce action example of on reduce action. So I'll show you the reduce action example, but before that we will go inside Spark shell, PySpark shell, PySpark enter, PySpark shell. Now we have a one list. Okay, the list is we have a data for x in range 0 to 100. We have this data set, and I am trying to distribute this data set para. So let me copy the function name because I forgot the what is the exact sc.parallelize. Will come here, I'll paste it. Parallelize, then we'll pass the list here. So we're trying to distribute the data among the cluster. So we got the output now. Sorry, I have to assign to RDD variable. So RDD1 equal to this. Now on top of this RDD we will apply reduce by key reduce. So RDD1 dot reduce. In reduce function, what the reduce function will do, it will try to add the values. Reduce, we use lambda function here, lambda x comma y, x plus y, enter. See, reduce is a action, that's why you don't have to, we are getting this. So summation of the value of 0 to 100 is 490, and this is the single variable value. We don't want to distribute among the cluster. This is one single value we want to store locally in our variable. That's it. That's why we are using reduce here. But in case of reduce by key, we are trying to in case of reduce by key, reduce by key, we are getting a new RDD. Maybe that RDD, this RDD will distribute among the cluster, and on top of this RDD we can use another transformation. That's why. So that is the difference between reduce and reduce by key. I hope you able to understand what is the basic difference between reduce and reduce by key, where we are using it. Interviewer can ask this question. So that's it in this video. Bye. Have a good day.